I'm at TIDES and I'm joined by Chivukula, Chief Scientific Officer and Chief Operating Officer at Arcturus Therapeutics. Thanks so much for joining me today, Pad.
Thank you very much.
Could you tell us a little bit about what you're working on at the moment?
Sure, yeah. Arcturus Therapeutics is a messenger RNA therapeutics company, and we currently have multiple RNA-based drugs in the clinic, and also we're working on a couple of new things for our preclinical assets as well. Our latest drug is in phase 3 clinical development, and we hope to have a commercialized drug later on this year.
Perfect. And could you tell us a bit about how you see mRNA changing the future of medicine?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think, as you know, mRNA is a new modality where we've only seen the first couple of drugs get approved in the last couple of years, and I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. We see a lot of other indications where this technology can be applied to. To give you an example, the first couple of drugs were mainly in the vaccine space, but we see the applicability of mRNA into rare diseases, into the field of oncology, as well as autoimmune diseases. So we think this technology is quite versatile and can be used in multiple different areas.
And what about for RNA? Where do you see the possibilities going for that?
And for RNA specifically, I can tell you that some of the things we're working on, aside from some of the vaccines drugs that are being approved, is rare diseases. I'll give you an example. We're working on currently something called cystic fibrosis, and here we're introducing the messenger RNA, and RNA is nebulized and is delivered to the lung to replace the CFTR protein. And we think that could be transformational as a gene replacement for this horrific rare disease.
Perfect. And could you tell us a little bit about what your company's working on at the moment?
Currently, we have Arcturus Therapeutics is a platform company. So what that means is we have a general platform to deliver messenger RNA, and we're taking that platform approach to tackle multiple disease areas. We're currently, we have a preclinical program that we're currently evaluating some of this technology in gene editing, for example. We think mRNA could be the core technology that's needed to edit specific genes, to introduce either point mutations, to correct or to replace certain genes. We recently presented, we're going to be presenting at TIDES this week on some of our work on hepatitis B virus, where we're using mRNA as a gene editing tool for potentially eradicating hepatitis B.
And how do you think that your company or your science is making an impact?
I think Arcturus as a company is making an impact because we're working on some of these novel therapeutic areas that there really wasn't an effective way to tackle them previously. As you know, some of the core modalities that was invented many years back, it was some of the small molecule drugs, right? But they can only address a certain subset of diseases. And then there was, of course, the invention of biologics, where people were using antibodies to tackle specific receptors and blocks various therapeutics on the cell surface. But I think mRNA is interesting, where we potentially can address diseases that are intrinsic to a certain cell type, and we can tackle the disease at the core of its problem. So I think that this modality on its own is going to open up a lot of doors for us.
Perfect. And just sort of rounding off, is there anything else you'd like to share?
Well, I think as a whole, as a field, mRNA therapeutics and our RNA therapeutics is really at its infancy. We think a lot of the power of this technology we're going to be realized in the next few years. The first few approvals have been quick and have been in sort of the low-hanging fruit per se. Around the vaccine administrations, but we think that this technology is much more powerful than that, and some of the new indications that we're going to be seeing getting approved in the next few years is going to be transformative.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.